Welcome back to the Baltimore Orioles franchise on MLB the Show. I'm your host, longtime listener. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment below. It's the Orioles going out to Texas to take on a team that is really struggling coming into this ball game. Sitting, I think it was at 15-30. They got Mike Foltynewicz on the bump. This is a guy that was, supposed to be a pretty good major league pitcher. Hard-throwing right-hander, obviously struggling there when you look at the numbers, but he's capable of getting some guys out. So the Orioles are going to have to be focused at the plate, and we'll see how things go. It's Austin Hayes leading things off. 1-1 pitch. He just hits a little flare into center field that will be caught for the first out. And we'll take a look at the Baltimore lineup in this one, as it was Hayes batting leadoff, followed by Brandon Marsh in center field, then Seager, Bryant, Mancini in the middle, then Mountcastle, Santander, Rutschman doing the catching, and Ramon Urias batting ninth, playing second base, rounding out the batting order today. 3-0 pitch now to Brandon Marsh is high, so it's a 4-pitch walk with one away, and the O's have their first base runner. Now it's 2-1 to Corey Seager, chopper to the right side. They're going to go to second with it. They get the out there. They don't get the back end of it, so the inning will continue for Kris Bryant. He gets one to hit, laces one into center field. A diving try. It goes off his glove and gets down. Seager is going to go to third on the play to make it runners on the corners. 2 down for Trey Mancini. 3-2 pitch to him. Chased one off the plate. Nice slider there, and he's down on strikes to end the inning. So we do remain scoreless as the O's threaten but are unable to put anything on the board. On the hill for the Orioles is Grayson Rodriguez, the young right-hander. Has been okay for them so far this year, pretty much about what they would expect. Command is going to be his issue. When he is locating his pitches well, he's going to be tough, but he does struggle with command, and it's not always going to result in walks. Sometimes it's hard contact. But a 2-2 pitch here to Kiner Falefa is handled in left for the first out. Then it's ball hit into center field there is going to get down for the first base runner of the game. He's hustling out of the box and into second. So it's a double with one away for Steele Walker, the speedy, I think he's a switch hitter, can't remember. Anyway, next batter, ground ball to second. It's going to be handled and sent over to first for the second out of the inning. Then it's Joey Gallo. 3-2 pitch was a slider that got in on his hands. He gets under it, and that is handled for the final out of the inning. So both teams stranding runners in scoring position there in the first inning. On to the second. 1-0 pitch to Mountcastle is ripped into left. That ball is deep, and it is gone. Foltynewicz left one over the heart of the plate there, and Mountcastle collects his 5th home run of the year, a solo shot to start off the inning here in the second. Next batter, Anthony Santander. 3-0 pitch is outside, and it's another 4-pitch walk from Foltynewicz. That brings up Adley Rutschman. 2-1 pitch to him is past the third baseman and into left field, and it make it first and second. Still nobody out here, and it's Ramon Urias. 0-1 pitch to him, gets him jammed. That is actually kind of trouble there in shallow right field, but it is going to be caught by the second baseman for the first out. Then it's Austin Hayes, pops one up, infield fly roll in effect there. That's the second out, and that would bring up Brandon Marsh. 0-2 to him, his fastball up and in, could not connect, down on strikes. But the Orioles do strike first as Ryan Mountcastle gets him on the board with the solo job as we head to the bottom of the second. Grayson Rodriguez back to work. 3-2 pitch, a changeup down and in. Very well located there, and low swings through it. That is the first K for Rodriguez, first out of the inning. Then it's David Dahl. He gets a changeup that was not located as well and just crushes this ball way out of here in right center field. His third of the year, 422 feet, and that ball went a mile high. So it is now tied. Next batter is De La Guerra. Looks at a fastball up on a 3-2 pitch. Might have been high, but he gets the call. That's the second out. Second K for Rodriguez. Then it's a ground ball to third. And that's handled by Bryant, sent over to first to end the inning. But we're tied now thanks to a couple of solo homers from Mountcastle and David Dahl. So we go to the third inning, tied at 1. 2 outs in the inning. That fastball up and in. He's going to get Mancini there, and the O's are held scoreless in their half. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Steele Walker back up the middle for his second hit of the ball game. Doubled his first time up. This time it's a single. And on a 3-2 pitch, it is taken to the third base side, handled there for the final out of the inning. Nice play there by Bryant with the quick reflexes there. Probably saved a run. Ryan Mountcastle now in the top of the fourth. 2-0 pitch right down the middle. He's taking that one into the gap. He's going to have extra bases. And it's a leadoff double here in the fourth. And now Anthony Santander gets one to hit, rips one into right field. A nice catch over the shoulder, though, for the first out of the inning. Mountcastle able to advance to third, though, on the play, but Urias, or actually it's Adley Rutschman up next. He's going to get drilled. Seems like he gets hit by pitch about once a game, but in any case, that makes it first and third. Urias gets a 2-0 pitch right down the middle, takes it into center field. That's going to get down. Rutschman rounding second, heading for third. So it's a RBI single for Urias, makes it 2-1. Runners on the corners, 1 out for Austin Hayes. There goes Urias. He is going to steal second now. That takes away the double play and gets another runner into scoring position, his fourth stolen base. 2-2 pitch now to Austin Hayes, ground ball to the right side. That might have actually gotten through if they were still in double play depth, but nonetheless, it does score a run, makes it 3-1. Then Corey Seager able to poke one back, or actually Brandon Marsh, rather. Pokes one back up the middle. That gets through, and it is now 4-1 Orioles as they have struck for 3 here in the fourth. Pitching coach out to talk to Foltynewicz. We'll see if it works. Next batter, Corey Seager, 1-1 pitch. He laces one into left. That's going to hang up and be caught, so he does get out of trouble there, but the Orioles able to get a 3-run cushion now as they put up a 3 spot there in the top half of the fourth. On to the bottom of the fourth. Joey Gallo gets one right down the middle, and that ball is hammered deep and gone to right. That is his 19th of the season, 415 feet from him. He is leading the league in home runs, and it's mostly because of pitches like that one. Next batter chops one to the left side. Tough play with the shift, but a good job by Bryant. Makes the play there. That's the first out. Now 2 away. It's De La Guerra back up the middle, just beyond the reaching try from Seager, and it's a 2-out single. He's got some speed. 2-1 pitch is going to be tucked just inside the third base line. Fortunately, it's going to be able to be cut off there, and it's just a single. Now first and second, 2 down for Jose Trevino. Gets jammed on this one, and that's handled for the final out of the inning. So they do strike for 1 on the solo shot from Joey Gallo, but they remain behind by 2 after 4 innings. It's 4-2 here in Texas. 2 outs in the inning. It's Ryan Mountcastle. How about a 3-for-3 day so far, as he now is just a triple shy of the cycle. And it's now Anthony Santander, 3-1 pitch. He draws another walk, and that's going to make it first and second, 2 down for Adley Rutschman. Full count to him. That's that fastball up and in again. This one he does get around on, but got under it, and that's going to be the final out of the inning. So on to the bottom of the fifth, where Grayson Rodriguez back to work, but Steele Walker just is on fire right now. That is his 3rd hit of the ball game. It's a 1-out single. 1-0 pitch. He's off and running. It's Solak swinging through one. A good throw from Rutschman and an even better tag there to get him for the 2nd out of the inning, and then it's 3-1 to Solak. He's going up the middle, so it's a good thing they got him on the stolen base attempt, or else that would have scored a run. Instead, it's a 1-out or a 2-out single, and that's it for Rodriguez. They're turning to Keegan Akin here. The lefty out of the bullpen has been pretty solid for them so far this year, and they're looking for some length out of him here, as it is still just the 5th inning, but Rodriguez was getting hit around a little bit. They didn't want to take any chances, and with Joey Gallo due up, he goes down on strikes to end the inning. So it is 4-2. The Orioles lead it after 5. Rangers are turning to the bullpen here. It's Bryan Abreu on in relief. He's been subpar, I would say, but not terrible so far, and about as advertised with a guy like this. He comes out firing, though, as he's going to get the strikeout there. Then with 2 away in the inning, it's Brandon Marsh. Takes one into center field, hit that ball pretty well, but unfortunately not in a very good spot. That's caught for the final out of the inning. Akin back to work. It's Lowe taking one against the shift. That ball is going to go all the way to the wall in left field, and it's a leadoff double. So the Rangers with a good opportunity here to strike. And it's David Dahl at the plate. Hits the ball to the right side. That's going to advance him, but it is going to be an out. So runner on third now, 1 away. And it's Chad De La Guerra again. Pops this one up on the infield, so that's not going to get the job done. And now with 2 outs, it's Scott Spindler lacing one into left that is going to get down and score the run to make it 4-3. So the Rangers creeping right back in this thing. And it's now 2 outs. He's going to try and steal second here. The throw is not going to be in time, so the runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And it's Jose Trevino on a 1-1 pitch, taking one deep to left center field. That ball is in the gap, and we are going to be tied on the 2-out RBI double from the 9-hitter as the Orioles have seen that 3-run lead disappear. We're in the bottom of 6, 2 outs, and it's Kiner Falefa chasing one out of the zone. They get out of it there, but not before the Rangers strike for 2 more and tie this thing. Akin is fired up, but he has let that lead slip away to where now it's going to be a battle of the bullpens as we go down the stretch. Juan Chavez on in relief. This is a guy that throws pretty hard, but his ERA obviously reflects the fact that he has been hit pretty hard so far this season. 0-2 to Mancini with 2 outs in the inning here. It's just a routine fly ball, so it is a 1-2-3 7th for Chavez. And now the Rangers with a chance to take the lead in their half. Steele Walker, wouldn't you know it, another base hit. He is 4 for 4 now with a double and 3 singles. And that's big because with nobody out, it's Nick Solak. He's going to take one into right field. A nice catch here, though, for the first out of the inning. You got to think that they would want to put Steele Walker in motion, and there he goes on a 1-0 pitch. He is going to be out at second. A great throw again from Rutschman to nail him. You see here they went to the slide step. He did get a good jump, but it was a slide step and a good throw that combined to get him at second, and then it's going to be a ground ball into the shift for the final out of the inning here in the 7th. On to the 8th, 2-2 pitch to Anthony Santander. He goes down and golfs one into right field. That ball is high, it is deep, and it is gone. The Orioles back out in front, 5-4 on Santander's 8th of the season. So Mr. Disappointment, nothing disappointing about that swing as he puts the Orioles out in front. Then it's 2-1 to Adley Rutschman as he takes one through the right side for a base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty well for the Orioles so far this year. There's Urias down on strikes, chasing a changeup in the dirt. Then it's 3-2 to Hayes. Lifts a fly ball. Again, he's got to start hitting the ball on the ground and using his speed. But that's the final out of the inning. The Orioles do strike for 1 on the homer from Santander to get back out in front as we go to the bottom of the 8th. And they're going to turn to the bullpen with Paul Fry coming out. He has been outstanding for the Orioles. The lefty out of the bullpen, a .89 ERA through 20 1/3 innings of work so far this season. First batter he faces is Nate Lowe, goes up the middle, but the shift works here as they are going to get that one and fire over to first for the first out of the inning. Now, Willie Calhoun going to come on and pinch hit here with 2 outs, and that pitch looked pretty darn good, but it is called ball 4. Obviously, the Orioles not going to be happy about that one. They've got the 8-hitter due up here, and it's kind of decision time, but what they want to do, they bring in a pinch runner, and he immediately gets picked off to end the inning. Jason Dominguez came in to pinch run. Orioles obviously understanding the situation. They throw over and get him. That ends the inning. So now we go to the 9th. Brett Martin on in relief for the Rangers. The lefty has been getting shelled. Obviously a small sample size, just 5 innings of work, but the ERA up over 10, never what you want to see. The Orioles are going to counter with Clay Hopkins off the bench. 3-1 pitch to him is inside, and it's a leadoff walk from Brett Martin. And with speed from Hopkins, they're going to put it into use as he is going to steal second, and now a runner in scoring position, still nobody out in the inning. His 3rd stolen base of the year. Later in the at-bat, it's 3-2 to Corey Seager. They are going to walk him. That makes it 1st and 2nd. So the double play in order here, but you got Kris Bryant coming up. It's a fastball kind of off the plate. He's able to get to it, but lifts a fly ball into center field. That's the first out. Then 1-2 to Trey Mancini. Twisted up on a slider way in off the plate. That's the second out. Now 2-0 to Mountcastle. He gets one to hit, lifts it into right field, but just missed that one. And that's going to do it for the Orioles in the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's a 5-4 game. That means Roberto Osuna going to come on for the Orioles, and he has been electric for them so far this season. 1.83 ERA, but he is 15 for 15 in save opportunities, and that is the statistic that matters. First batter is going to lift a fly ball into right field. That is out number 1. Next batter, Jose Trevino, 3-2 pitch was a slider, or a slurve. He kind of left it over the plate, but he swings through it for the second out of the inning, and then it's Kiner Falefa. First pitch swing, and it's a fastball up. He takes it into center field. That's going to be handled by Austin Hayes to end the ball game. The Orioles win it 5-4 in a back-and-forth affair here. Some home runs, some leads that got squandered, but bottom line, the Orioles able to take this one 5-4 on the road in a great ball game to watch. It was just back and forth all the way through this one. 3 for 5, a homer and a double for Ryan Mountcastle, gets player of the game honors. Keegan Akin does pick up the win despite letting the lead slip away there in the middle innings. Goes 2 1/3, 4 hits, struck out 2, gave up 2 earned, and takes the victory. Chavez saddled with the loss in this one. The Orioles had 9 hits and 5 walks, struck out 6 times, but 3 of those were Trey Mancini. Rough day for him at the plate, 0 for 5 with 3 Ks. Mountcastle with his 9th double of the year, and then it was Santander, his 8th homer. Mountcastle's 5th homer of the year. Couple of stolen bases there for the Orioles. Rodriguez ultimately pitched okay, but it was the hits that were the concern there. 8 hits through 4 2/3. Paul Fry, good job out of the bullpen with the scoreless 8th, and then Osuna with the save in the 9th, his 16th on the season. Another perfect inning from him. It was 12 hits and a walk against 5 strikeouts for the Rangers, but unfortunately those hits just stacked up at the wrong times as Walker, the 4 hits. Some home runs behind him, but it was after he was off the base paths already, and they are going to fall in this one. Foltynewicz, kind of labored through those 5 innings, 7 hits and 3 walks, 4 earned. The bullpen did a pretty darn good job trying to keep him in this one, but Chavez unable to keep it together there in the late innings, and the Orioles take it 5-4. Now we go out to Boston, where the 34-25 Orioles are going to take on the 24-35 Boston Red Sox. There's Corey Seager, little moment to himself, kind of trying to get prepped for this one. The AL East matchup here, and it's going to be Tanner Houck on the bump for the Red Sox. He's got a 1.79 WHIP through 55 1/3 innings so far this year, 4-5 record, and a 5.37 ERA across 11 starts. First batter he faces is Brandon Marsh, a ground ball handled by Jose Altuve, but Bryan Reynolds out of position playing first base, and the experiment not going well so far as he just drops this ball. Pretty routine looking play, kind of nonchalant with it, I suppose, but he drops it, and that's going to give a base runner right off the bat by way of the air. And it's a fly ball into center field handled by Verdugo. That's the first out. We'll take a look at the Orioles lineup in this one as it's Marsh playing left field, then Hayes in center, Seager at short, Mancini will DH, Mountcastle at first, Santander at right, Valaika at third, Rutschman doing the catching, and Urias at second here in this one. Orioles really looking to try and get Kris Bryant going. He has struggled so far this year. There's Corey Seager on a 2-1 pitch, gets way under this one, pops it up a mile high for the second out of the inning. And it's Trey Mancini. Actually, it's Bryant is out of the lineup in this one, so we'll maybe see him come off the bench later. There's a 2-0 pitch, or a 1-1 pitch to Mancini that is called a ball. He's getting in his ear, and now he's going to be even more angry as he takes the next pitch into the right center field gap for a ground roll double. Then it's Mountcastle. Diving try at third by Devers, but he's unable to get it, and a run will score to make it 1-0. 2 away in the inning here, runners on the corners, the RBI there from Mountcastle, and it's an unearned run right out of the gate for Baltimore. Next batter, Anthony Santander, juggled at second, but he does recover to get the out. Boy, would that have hurt. But either way, it is 1-0 Orioles, thanks to the error there on the first play of the game for them. And now we will get to see Milton Byrnes come on for the Baltimore Orioles. The young right-hander, #1 draft pick for them last year. His whip is still up. The ERA is still up a little bit. But they know that this is going to be a little bit of a grind of a season for him. Just, a young kid trying to learn to pitch at the major league level. 55 innings through 11 starts. So he's at least doing a respectable enough job to keep his spot in the rotation. But Jose Altuve starting things off with a single through the hole. Then it's a 1-2 pitch to Brantley, ground ball to short. They are going to go 6-4-3 for the double play. So they spoil the leadoff base runner there, but then it's Xander Bogaerts. Past the diving try there, and it's a 2-out single. Then it's J.D. Martinez. He's going to get a hanger that he rips into left. Anywhere else, that might have been a home run, but it's a single off the top of the monster. Makes it first and second, 2 down. Fortunate that wasn't a home run. Then it's Devers. Chops one past the diving try at first. Finds its way through the hole. Here comes the throw to the plate, and they are going to get him at home to end the inning. So the Red Sox put up 4 hits in the first inning and failed to score a run. That is just absolutely huge, as Byrnes able to escape some trouble there. Now on to the second. Pat Valaika, leadoff walk. So now some trouble for the Red Sox here in their half of the second, and it's Adley Rutschman. First pitch, he's swinging, takes one into right field. That's going to make it first and second. Brings up Ramon Urias. 2-2 pitch to him. Is in the dirt. He's chasing. Good block there, so the runners will have to hold, and that's the first out of the inning. And it's Austin Hayes, 3-1. Outside, that is going to load the bases. And it's Brandon Marsh batting second here in the lineup. Or actually, it's Corey Seager now with 2 down. 0-2 pitch to him. Ground ball to second, and they get out of the inning. So they strand the bases loaded after having them loaded up with just 1 out in the inning. Now on to the bottom of the second. Alex Verdugo rips one into right field. Tough play there for Santander. Unable to get to it. It bounces over the wall for a ground roll double. So a leadoff base runner there in scoring position. It's a ground ball to short. Over to first. That's the first out. Then it's Bryan Reynolds. 0-2. Just a weak chopper back to the mound, and he is retired for the second out. Then it's Ronaldo Hernandez. 0-1. Ground ball to short. Backhanded by Seager, and he's going to get out of trouble here in the second. So now 5 hits for the Red Sox through 2 innings, and no runs to show for it. On to the third. 2 outs for Santander. Lifts one into center field. That ball hit a mile high. That's going to be handled for the final out of the inning. Now 2 outs in the bottom of the third. It's Bogaerts swinging through a curve. So maybe these pitchers finally getting settled in here after some hits scattered throughout those first couple of innings. We are 1-0 after 3. 1 out here in the fourth. It's going to go back up the middle there for a base hit. And now that is the second hit for Santander, or for Adley Rutschman. And it's Ramon Urias drawing a walk here. That pitch looked pretty good. And now first and second, 1 out for Brandon Marsh. 2-2 to him. Is grounded to second. Altuve fields, throws to second. They get it there, and then throw back to first. Looked like it might have been in time, but Reynolds drops it again. So the inning will continue here. It's runners on the corners, 2 down. That error is credited to Reynolds, so apparently that would have beat, the throw would have beat him. Next batter, though, is going to ground one over to third. Fortunately, they're able to go to second with this one because the throw to first is just a giant question mark at the moment. So they escape danger there. 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. First batter, ground ball to short. Pulls him off the bag, but a nice play by Mountcastle to apply the tag. Next batter is Devers. Takes one against the shift. Another tough play here. Valaika fields it on the backhand. And the shift able to get the job done there for the second out. Now on to the fifth. Corey Seager, 3-1 pitch. Just able to get it past the third baseman there with the shift. Looking like he was playing shortstop. And it's a leadoff base runner in the inning. And then it's Trey Mancini, just a rocket into left, but right at the left fielder. And it's Ryan Mountcastle. 2-0 pitch, ground ball to second, or ground ball to short. They go 6-4-3, and they complete the double play. This time Reynolds able to actually make the scoop there. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. Ground ball to third. Tough play for Valaika, but he fields, pivots, and throws, and that is going to do it for the Red Sox in the fifth. Still 1-0. And it's going to be Marcus Walden coming on in relief for Houck here to start the sixth inning. He's been pretty solid for them so far this year. But with 2 outs, it's ground ball to first. Rutschman is going to be retired there, so it's a 1-2-3-6 for Marcus Walden. On to the bottom of the sixth. Jose Altuve, 0-1 pitch. Ground ball taken back up the middle. That's going to get through for a leadoff single. Milton Byrnes still out there. Only 64 pitches, so they are going to stick with him. Next batter is Brantley, 0-2 pitch. He swings through it. It's in the dirt. Rutschman tries to recover, but Altuve able to get to second there, so it's a strikeout and a wild pitch. Only the second K of the day for Milton Byrnes. And it's J.D. Martinez, 3-1 to him, is grounded to second with 2 outs, and they get out of the inning. And it remains 1-0 as we head to the seventh. Urias leading things off. It's an 0-1 pitch. He likes it, but rips one into left that is not going to get down. That's the first out of the inning. Then it's Brandon Marsh. Lines one back up the middle, going to get down in front of Verdugo for a one-out single. He is off and running. They put the hit and run into motion. It's big because now they've got to throw to first. It's in the dirt. Probably should have been caught. Reynolds unable to handle that one, and they actually rolled it. Another error by Bryan Reynolds. Now first and second. One out for Corey Seager. Ground ball to first. They go 3-6-1 for the double play to get out of the inning. But a third error by Bryan Reynolds. Now we go to the bottom of the seventh. It's Tanner Scott coming on in relief. He has struggled for the Orioles lately. He's got a 5.51 ERA, and it's not going to go well here. First batter is Devers, just flares one down the left field line. The shift hurts him here, but that probably would have got down anyway, and it's a leadoff double. Then it's Alex Verdugo. 1-0 pitch finds its way through the middle, and that is going to make it first and third. Still nobody out in the inning, and it's Mitch Haniger. 2-2 pitch on the outside corner. He kind of gets out off the end of the bat on that one, but it's going to get past the diving try at third. Tying run comes in to score. Still runners on first and second, nobody out, and they're going to have to turn to Shawn Armstrong here to try and get out of this thing. He's been pretty sharp for them all season, but a little bit shaky lately. He's going to get a jam sandwich here for the first out of the inning. Then it's Ronaldo Hernandez. Fly ball into left. That's not going to work. And the next batter is Jose Altuve. 1-2 pitch to him is down the left field line into the corner, but it is going to be just foul. And on the next pitch, he swings through a slider. Armstrong's liking it. He is fired up, and we stay tied 1-1 at least as we head to the top of the eighth. Good job by him to salvage that inning and keep it tied at least. Trey Mancini draws a walk to start the eighth. Now with 2 outs in the inning, it's Pat Valaika. Had a pitch to hit there, but lifts a routine fly into center. We go to the bottom of the eighth. We're still tied at 1. Shawn Armstrong going to stay out there. Bogaerts hits one that just gets past Armstrong, and it's into center field for a 1-out single. They're going to stick with him, though. J.D. Martinez is going to take one into right field, makes it first and second. Now they're going to have to turn to the bullpen again, as it's going to be Paul Fry coming on. Again, this guy has been absolutely outstanding for them so far this season. Now the ERA sitting at .74. It's Rafael Devers, though, taking one up the middle. That's going to get into center field. The run is going to come in to score, and the Red Sox now lead this thing 2-1. Next batter, 3-1 pitch, lifts one into center field. That's going to be handled, though, for the second out of the inning. Now it's up to Mitch Haniger. He just chases one out of the zone there. Flips to the pitcher covering the bag, and that will end the inning, but not before Boston captures the lead thanks to Rafael Devers and some others putting together some hits and scratching out the second run of the ball game. So the Red Sox turning their closer, Josh Taylor. He has been lights out for them so far this season, although he is 9 for 11 in save opportunities. The .73 ERA, very impressive. Adley Rutschman, ground ball to short. Nice play by, Bogaerts, and he throws to first, and MLB the Show is just broken. Let's just call it what it is. A fourth error by Bryan Reynolds. You can't tell me that a major leaguer can't catch the ball just because he's playing first base instead of the outfield, but we'll take it. Next batter, it's Ramon Urias on a 0-1 pitch. He brings it in, and it hits him to make it first and second. Now here comes Kris Bryant, we talked about earlier. He's going to come in and pinch hit. 1-1 pitch to him is a fastball up and over the middle of the plate. He rips it into the gap in left center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. It's going to score the runner from first. It's now going to make it 2-2. Second and third, nobody out. That is absolutely huge coming off the bench, and they're not done yet. More strategery. It's Clay Hopkins this time with the lefty on the hill. They want the matchups. He's going to lift one into center field. Good job by the rookie, as that is going to be deep enough for the sacrifice fly to make it 3-2. The Orioles now back out in front with Osuna getting loose in the bullpen as well. And they aren't done yet. Corey Seager, 3-0 pitch. He's got the green light, and he smokes one to deep center field. It's going off the monster. Bryant's going to score. Seager getting greedy. He's going to go for 3, and he is gunned down on a great throw. The relay just in time to get him. But you see this ball just misses a home run. He turns second and heads for third and is just barely out on that throw into third. Red Sox going to turn to Will Harris out of the bullpen here He has not been very good for them. The right-hander on in relief. It's already 4-2. Trey Mancini goes up the middle here, so if Seager would have stopped at second, he may have scored on that play right there and made it 5-2. Nonetheless, it's a runner on with 2 away for Ryan Mountcastle. He takes one into right field. Had a pretty good pitch to hit there, but just missed it. The Orioles strike for 3 in their half of the 9th as we head to the bottom, and it is 4-2. Roberto Osuna on, looking for his 20th save of the season. A 1.9 ERA, 23 walks to just 4 strikeouts. That is a very good ratio. He's going to get a strikeout there on Bryan Reynolds, who needs a hug and a nap and probably a beer. Next batter is Hernandez. He's down on strikes. That leaves it up to Jose Altuve. Thank you for playing, sir. You may go. A solid 9th inning from Osuna as he strikes out the side, and the Orioles pick up a comeback win here on the road to take it 4-2. Paul Fry gets the win. He gave up the hit that scored the go-ahead run in the 8th, but then the Orioles able to come back in the 9th and regain the lead. 4-2, the victory. Osuna gets player of the game honors with the 3 strikeouts in the 9th, picking up the save. Paul Fry, 2/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit, gets the victory. Josh Taylor, he had a little bit of a rough go of it. 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, hit a guy, gave up 3 earned runs as they will lose this one. And the thing that really hurts is that a couple of those runs were unearned. The Orioles with 9 hits, 4 walks, just 1 strikeout in this one. They just kind of scattered those hits up and down the lineup. No home runs, but a good all-around performance offensively. Byrnes, 6 innings, 6 hits after giving up 4 hits in the first inning. Very good effort from him. Unfortunately, unable to pick up the victory as Tanner Scott was just atrocious. Didn't retire an out, gave up 3 hits, only credited for 1 earned run, thankfully. But his ERA continues to balloon a little bit. Shawn Armstrong, not his best effort. But a great job by Fry and Osuna coming out of the bullpen to keep it in check there. Now we look at the Red Sox statistics. 12 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts. They stacked up some hits. A bunch of guys had multiple hit days, but they just weren't able to make it work as they only put together 2 runs on the day. The Orioles take this one 4-2, and again, you see some pretty decent pitching down here, but 4 errors from Bryan Reynolds is just not going to get the job done. That's it for Boston, or from Boston, as the Orioles take this one 4-2. Wait for it. And here we go. Before we wrap up, I want to kind of look at some things here as the Orioles sitting here at 38-27 on the season. We are 2 games up in the division, playing some pretty good ball lately, sitting at 7-3 for our record over the last 10. A couple games up on the Rays, 3 games up on the Yankees, and then the Red Sox and Blue Jays kind of fading from contention already. A look at some other situations going on around the league that kind of impact why we are going to do what we're about to do is the Padres are sitting at 43-21. They're 2 games back of the Dodgers, way up against everybody else in the division because it's a really solid record. They are definitely a playoff contender. Now that said, if we look at, where is it? Team rankings. I want to show you kind of why I'm thinking about what I'm about to do. We are sitting at 7th in runs scored. So our offense is doing a pretty good job. Then if I look at runs allowed, let me get there. Here it is. So we come down to runs allowed, we're 8th. So we're solid on both sides of the ball is basically what we're getting at. We're top 10 in runs scored and runs against. So our major league roster is pretty solid right now. And if you look here at what San Diego's got going on, they do not have a first baseman. Nobody is even on the major league roster that plays first base. And we've got this Ken Grubb dude that is raking at AAA. The guy is actually not a bad hitter. He's 29 years old. One of those guys that's like probably a lifer in the minors. For whatever reason, just never kind of got his shot until he's in his middle ages. And he's going to get one. As we're going to trade him to the Padres, along with David Robertson, who has been okay this season when you look at his numbers. He's in the last year of his contract. It's a $2.5 million salary. We signed him to a 1-year contract in the offseason. When you look at our other right-handed relief pitchers, it's Shawn Armstrong who's doing well. Lakins is dealing at AAA, and so is Dylan Tate. Cesar Valdez is down there too as another veteran that we could possibly use if we had to. But bottom line, we've got some other arms there, and they are interested in this trade. They actually proposed this deal to us, believe it or not. And some of it is we had these guys on the trade block. But you look at Ryan Weathers, young left-hander. He's 21 years old, starting pitcher. He's got pretty decent ratings across the board. I like that his control is in the high 50s because it's probably going to continue to get better. Nothing that he's really bad at. And again, he's young, 21 years old, a potential 68 overall already. We're going to take this deal, and that is going to bolster our rotation in the long run. Felix Hernandez is getting up there in age, so realistically, we've got Syndergaard and Means as our top studs, basically. Then Rodriguez, Byrnes, Pablo Navarro is in the mix, but Hernandez at 35 years old is not going to be on this team next year. Last year of his contract, I just don't have a use case for a 36-year-old aging starting pitcher that just doesn't really have major league stuff anymore. So we're going to basically build around Syndergaard, Means, Rodriguez, Byrnes. Navarro is there as another guy that gives us some serious firepower in the rotation. Dahl coming up through the ranks, and now Weathers. So we are loaded with young arms. But guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment below, and we will see y'all next time.